Hey guys, this is Erin from Journal, Jot, and Jive. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, welcome to the channel. By the end of the video, hopefully you like the content that you see and you're like, hey, I gotta go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so every time she posts, I'll be in the know. All right, if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, what's going on? All right, so by the name of the title, it has something like Erin Condren in the name for sure because it's in front of your face. So what we are going to do today, we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to take a peek through my Erin Condren and look at how it's coming along, how I'm using it, what's going to change in the upcoming month, and that will be that. After that, y'all, I will show you how I had to switch in another planner because you'll see why I had to leave out of this planner, and I'll show you that. And while I'm showing you that planner, we will talk about Patreon, which will be launched tomorrow, and why I'm adding it. But I'm not quite sure that I'm gonna go all the way into detail with that. I may, this is not 100%, but I may go live this evening so I can talk about it in a little more detail, and so we can do all of that. All right, so y'all know the routine now. I've gotten into lighting my candle on here. I just like doing it. I love candles, and I just like kind of lighting them on here. So y'all just gonna get a little bit of something that you're used to seeing on here, right? Okay, outside of that, I know a lot of you all are probably waiting for another back to school shopping video. You won't see that until about Friday because open house is tonight, and I will not be shopping until I go into each teacher's class and they say, hey, don't get that or get this. I already have some stuff, but that's that. All right, so let's flip in here, and as I'm flipping through and talking, y'all, I may give you a little tidbits on back to school shopping because there are some sales that I did catch, and I don't want y'all to miss them because I'm not going shopping until Friday. All right, so we're closing out July. And so one thing that I had to get used to in this planner is part of July is behind August. So that was a little different for me, but I'm adjusting, whatever. All right, y'all, so this is the page where you get like the blank page here. A lot of people are like, what the heck to do with it? I really have not been using all of this for real, so I need to hone in on maximizing these pages, so I will use them a little bit differently. But I did have the vision board, vacation mode, I did do that. Meditate, y'all, I started that this month. Super excited about it. Listen, it works, okay? It works. So right here I put, in July, a goal should scare you a little and excite you a lot. First of all, those are supposed to be separated because a lot is not a word, but whatever, you know what I meant. Anywho, then over here we had monthly goals, self-care, school shopping, organized craft room, and workout. I did a little bit of these three. I did none of that, right? Well, no. I did like 2 days of ab workout and then I stopped, okay? So we will talk about working out and how we're gonna incorporate that in August, okay? So that's that. So then when you flip over here, you have the monthly view, and I used it a little bit. Have not found my rhythm with this so far, y'all. I do have to write something in here because though I am not going shopping for my son, I am taking my godson to pick up a couple of items. I already bought the bulk of his items, but he just tangibly wants to go in the store with me. So we're gonna pick up a few items, but I don't think I'm gonna film that part, okay? So I'm just gonna put shopping. Now this is the only time that I will say the coil kind of gets on my nerves because I'll be messing up a little bit, but it is what it is, all right? So that is that. So let's flip this back open. So for the most part, that's what's on here. I didn't really overdo this. I did go backpedal and type some stuff in. The only time that I genuinely meal prep, y'all, was literally this week. I cooked yesterday and I cooked on the 1st. The rest of this, I got ahead of myself. So I won't be putting stickers down a little too early, okay? Because I wasted some good old stickers that could have been utilized later, but it is what it is. So with this planner, my overall goal was to kind of keep this a little functional. I didn't really want to put a lot of stickers in the weekly section. And what I did this month, I utilized home and work, okay? So I was putting home in here and work, and as I am about to expand Journal, Jot, and Jive, I'm not going to be able to have this little work section in here, as well as school is starting, so I want to be able to track not only home life, school, and stuff for myself. So it's just not going to work for me, okay? So that's what I was doing throughout this week. This week, I can tell you that's when I was out of town, so I just used the highlighter to cover most of the space because I didn't really have to do a lot of writing in here. I did more in my daily planner. And then again, we just go in a little black pen on here and keep it moving. What I did start on this little section, I was writing like, hey, this is what I ate on this night. This may stay going into next month, but I'm not 100% sure. But again, work, home life, that was it. So I didn't overcomplicate this at all, y'all. I don't want to overcomplicate this planner. I just kind of wanted to say, this is what's going on. This is what needs to be done. I check it off. And this can be a reference point for journal moments, okay? Planners and journals can actually go hand in hand if you utilize them correctly, but we'll talk about that a little later. Then we have some notes and reminders. And then we get to this back page. I actually put another cover to divide when I'm going into the next month. Some people use this as the front of the next month going forward. I use this more so as, let me go ahead and recap how the previous month went, okay? So I'm gonna use this more as a recap for now. No, all of this stuff can change. So I already just kind of pre-prep this page, and what I'll do is just do a journal moment. It won't be as intense as my journals, but it'll kind of be an overview of, hey, what worked, what didn't, even down to, okay, what am I gonna change about how I use this planner can go on this page right here. So in essence, it's just jotting some stuff down that happened that you like, that you didn't like, you want to change, and then you just move forward to the next month, okay? So this is just serving more as a divider, nothing more, nothing less right now. When I'm ready to change my covers out, then I'll just switch covers around, okay? So we are now in August. So let's go ahead and look at August and see what will I be doing different. I've already started pre-prepping my pages. I kind of do that often because I don't want to take up too much time now that I'm adding additional things to my plate. I took some things away from my plate and now I am adding more. So I want to just have stuff in place and be ready to move. So I will be going in to write what my goals are for this month. I have this little section right here. I'll be honest, don't even know how I'm using it completely right here. I just put these colors down because this is the color scheme that I wanted to roll with this month. Just being honest, that's what's there. All right, so down here, I will probably write meal ideas that we want to try. School is about to be in, so I told my son, listen, we're gonna have to sit down. We're gonna talk about some things that you think you wanna eat, and you're gonna be a part of this cooking process. So this past week, I've had him helping me cook. He's actually cooked a good portion of the meal on Monday, but these are gonna be some things that he is going to incorporate into his life skills, right? Listen. You're about to be a teenager. You have school. School is like your job. When you get older, you're going to have a job. You're going to need to eat. You're going to need to do your chores and all of those things. So he's going to have to learn how to do certain things on the same day as school. It's not going to be come home from school, do homework, peace out, Cub Scout. No, sir. We're going to start doing additional things. So we're going to kind of write some meal ideas down here. Over here, I think I want to make this more of a motivational page for just to get prompted for this upcoming month. So I'll do some kind of inspirational stuff over there. Haven't figured out what we're gonna do with that, and I'm not gonna stress about that right now. All right, I'm not gonna stress about it at all, if you want to be honest. If it gets used, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't, y'all. Don't cry over spilled milk. If you haven't figured your system out on that, that's not the meat of planning. All right, so in here I've decided we are going to track him by blue. I will probably track myself by the peach is what I'm thinking. I'll do more of a peach color or something in that tone, and that's how I'll track. So I put a sticker down for monthly goals. I know you have one in the front, but let's just be honest, a lot of us are not going to flip back to this front page as often as we would to the monthly overview. All right, so in here I have some important things for him. Remember, he's color coded by blue, so that's that. Prior to changing what I was gonna change, I was gonna start putting kind of work reminders in here, but that's not gonna stay in here, but I will write that on here because I got this sticker down and it just has to make sense. So work stuff will not go in here anymore. What will go in here will be things for school, things for me, things all workout related, because I've been giving LA Fitness money. I've been donating to LA Fitness for a couple of months now, and I've done all that I can do with donating, and I need to actually utilize that money. And with school starting next week, it's easy for me to drop him off, go ahead and head to LA Fitness. I'm gonna have to come probably all the way home, y'all, because I just can't use showers like at LA Fitness. I don't know, maybe I have to pray and meditate on it, because it would make sense for me just to take the shower and then go ahead and go where I will work. I will work at different locations, different coffee shops and stuff. I want to change my scenery a little bit and not always be inside of the house, okay? So then we go into this current week. So remember I mentioned that a little bit of July is within this August section, which I personally don't like, but whatever, it is what it is. So I'm still sticking with a minimal theme. I just need to see what I need to see, okay? I would love to put some stickers down, y'all, but I just know where I am in life. I'll just be playing and I'll be playing. If I wanted to really do stickers, in theory, I need to go after I put the stuff down, after the day is done, and check stuff off. Being kind of self-employed, being self-employed, you can find excuses to not be busy. I mean, to not do what you need to do. And so I know my happy haven is playing in Planner. So this is why I'm just gonna keep this pretty simple. If I want anything extra, highlighters will work. If I needed a sticker, it would be more of a functional box sticker, kind of those stickers that come in the back of the book, but that would definitely probably be it for now. That's what's working for me. So what I did in this box, I put, oh Lord, y'all, I weighed in, okay? And it says 182.7. The weight keeps going up, and that's not the direction that I was going in. So I need to get that mug on down. Then I also put what we cooked, just some ground turkey, green beans, and mac and cheese, right as I talk about the weight, mac and cheese. But again, I had my son cooking, and so that's what he wanted. And then I cooked stewed chicken, brown rice, and green beans the other day. I did like a one pot meal with the chicken and the brown rice. Turned out really, really good. And then some green beans. So that was a little healthier. You see how I'm trying to reel it on back in. On here, you see that I have open house. I mentioned that I would be going shopping with my godson today. I'll also be school shopping with my son tomorrow. I will put paydays, even though I won't be putting anything necessarily work related. I will still kind of mark, hey, here's payday. I may even do like, okay, your car note is due, bills, but I won't put the amount of the bills in here. But if I need to track where this bill is coming out, just so if I'm flipping, I still see that, I may still go ahead and go along with that. Haven't decided 100%. Okay, and speaking of payday, y'all, like, I finally let my investment job go. If y'all have been on my channel and you have followed this journey, you always heard me talk about my investment job. Y'all, I was investing in stress. So I had to step out on faith. And last week I was like, hey, you know, this is not how I operate, but I got the LIG. We talked about LIG. It means let it go. So I had to let it go, step out on faith, and decide to ramp up Journal, Jot, and Jive and stop running. What was my thing last month? With that misspelled word on here. Let's look at it again, y'all. I had a goal should scare you a little and excite you a lot. And I'm definitely excited about the extra changes that I'm bringing to Journal, Jot, and Jive. And y'all, I just had to stop being scared and actually do what I said I was going to do, okay? I've prayed, I've meditated 4 years now, and I've literally said, hey, I want to get paid for writing on paper. And I know that sounds crazy when I say it, y'all, but I ultimately want to get paid to write on paper, and that is what I will do, and I will get paid well for it, and I will be able to sustain my life. I'm speaking these things into existence, so I'm so grateful to be able to say, this is what I'm going to do, this is how I'm going to manifest it, and it is what it is. So I said peace out, Cub Scouts, to my investment job, because I was investing more time into that and not getting enough or doing enough for Journal, Jot, and Jive. And that will actually be a journal entry, y'all, for my Patreons, okay? Some stuff is gonna have to stay on that page, and I can't wait to tell y'all this story because there's so much to it. All right, and so on here we have whatever else is coming up. I do have a few things that I need to go in and plug in, and so that's the beauty of the weekly layout. I can go and write the majority of things that needs to be done, and if anything else comes up that fits into what this planner is utilized for, then I'll just go ahead and go in and write that, okay? So that is how I'll be using this planner, and so that is all that I have in here right now. Got a little sticker here, the end, okay? So again, this planner will serve as my, basically like a home, it says life planner, right? More so life, but the only thing that I will not house in here is going to be work, okay? Like, for some people, you may be able to compartmentalize and put what you need to do for work. I ideally am not going to be able to utilize one planner just for work, so it's not going to work for me. So with that being said, that was the portion of the Erin Condren that I'm using, how I'm using it, and how some things have changed. Let's go ahead and look into what I'll be using for work. And I'm literally in the process of setting it up. Y'all hear a little paper rattling. That's some orders that'll be going out today. So I will be using the Wordsworth weekly planner, y'all. This is what I'm gonna use, okay? What I am discovering right now, planners that are closed in, that don't allow me to really pull out pages, add so many extra pages. Now, I do know how to tip in some stuff, okay? I do know how to like tape or washi some things in, but what I mean is, like some of the other brands where you can continue to add pages, right now where I am in life, I don't need that luxury, okay? I need something that says, this is the pages you have. You're gonna use what you have and you're gonna get some stuff done. Now, when I need to brainstorm and do other things like that, that's where a notebook comes in. But these are things that you will learn a little later on other platforms, okay? So this is, again, this is a Wordsworth planner, and it has goals. Y'all know I love goals and all of that, so it's gonna, goals are gonna be everywhere that I can see them. I feel like if you have goals, you need to have them in front of you. But this planner is strategically and strictly for Journal, Jot, and Jive, okay? So mind mapping will occur, my vision board, and then it breaks down different stuff like personal, family, friends. I'm gonna cover that stuff up because I will have it broken down by section, right? So I will have Patreon, I will have YouTube, and I will have Shopify, okay? Those are my main sources that I'll be using for, actually there'll actually be one more, Amazon, my Amazon store I'll track as well. These will be the things that I track, set my goals, target dates for those items, and I'll track it in here. So I thought it was really good that I had a few sections that I could tailor to my needs. So I'll tailor those and all of it. So I'll just use those pages to set the goals that I need for those sections, and I just have it all in one place, and I don't have to be in this planner, that planner, and all the other planners. I need everything work related in here. So I've already started setting up the pages, and what they have is your monthly goals. So over here you have some different goals. You can set like 4, 5, 6, however many you want to do, but that does not mean that they're all going to occur in that month. So they also give you a section for monthly goals. Remember, I said I don't need family, friends, and all of that. I just needed to work for the sections of Journal, Jot, and Jive, okay? So I've already covered that up and prepared so I can write my goals for the month. So for example, I'll be launching Patreon. So that will be a goal, launch Patreon. The purpose is to create an environment for people that want more from Journal, Jot, and Jive. And I'll be able to have a community that believes in the brand and says, hey, I want to pledge a certain amount. And with you pledging a certain amount, I am offering and dedicating my time to you to give you extra than I am going to give on here. Okay. So that'll be for that. And then I have YouTube. For example, a goal is I want to be at 2,500 subscribers. I want to get a certain amount. I want to start seeing a certain amount minimum each month and elevating that. So that's how that will work, okay? Then we already have the monthly calendar set. So I already have the first, I know I'm launching Patreon, so I know that that will be a payday. YouTube, I should get a check this time because I stopped playing around as much as I was playing around last month, which was crazy because again, that investment job was sucking the life out of me. And then another payday will be the 15th because this will be a typical day that I release stuff in Shopify when there is a release, okay? So I'll be able to track all of that, any subscriptions that I have that I use for YouTube, Patreon, anything that I'm using, it'll be able to go on this calendar right here, and I won't have to keep referring back to the life planner, right? And then you flip and you go into your weeks, and I already have my weeks set up. I did not write in here because I knew I was going to come on screen and talk to you all, but I've already been doing stuff, so I'm going to backtrack and put that in there. And then moving forward, I'll just have the stuff done, and this is not an on-screen planner, okay? Can't show everything. So with that being said, let's talk about Patreon for a quick moment. If I feel like I can put a sticker down while I'm talking, I will. But what I am doing with Patreon, y'all, I'm so excited. There will be 3 tiers. Patreon is its own little community for your subscribers or people that follow you or people that want to support what you are doing, okay? So with YouTube, I have a lot of you all that watch, but I can't really be personal enough because I don't know who's on here, and I am very transparent, and journal moments tend to be transparent. And as I want to kind of explain journal moments a little bit more, I like to show a part of me that I'm not willing to show everybody on YouTube. I know some people are more comfortable showing all sides. I'm comfortable enough to show some things, but I want to be able to do a little bit more within a different community, okay? So what happens is I'll put the link, you'll go to the link, you'll see the 3 tiers. I will tell you the amount of the 3 tiers right now. I'll tell you that the first one is $5, the second one is $10, and the third one is $25, okay? So with each tier, you get something different. And ultimately what that does is says, hey, Renee, I believe in Journal, Jot, and Jive. I think it's a dope concept. I'm loving what I'm learning, and I want to learn a little bit more. I want to be able to be more accessible to you, and I'm going to pledge so that those things can happen. And so once you click on that link, you'll be able to see what you will get out of each one of those tiers. And eventually I will add 2 more tiers to that. But right now I want to stick with those 3 tiers so that I am able to devote that time to get you all the material and the videos and the other things that I have to offer. So I'm going to give a little example of what may happen. You will still get videos on YouTube. I am committing to 2 videos per week on YouTube. You may get more, but I'm definitely committing myself to 2 videos on YouTube. But what may happen with the YouTube video is I do the video, I talk a little bit, I speed it up, right? A lot of you know that I speed most of my videos up. This is not a sped up video, but for the most part, I will set up my journal page or set up my planner page. And many of you may be like, well, what kind of pen was that? Well, what did you use? Why did you do that? On Patreon, you will have more access to that. I will do a couple of exclusive videos that will not be released to the general public of my YouTube page, my Facebook group, or my Instagram. So ultimately, the other platforms are more of, you get a little taste of me, but you may want more of the whole meal. So you're going to come on Patreon, and I'll have additional posts and different things where we're a little more close-knit and we can vibe over there, y'all. So at the end of the day, you are coming into a space where you like, oh, I'm excited, I can get a little bit more, and she can do more in one space. So that's what Patreon is about. I was talking with my hands way too much today. Anywho, that's what y'all got on this here day. All right, y'all, so that's what I wanted to tell you. I may go live this evening to kind of go into a little more detail, just to kind of give people a chance to ask some questions. I may or may not answer those questions. You know, it just depends. But that is that. Also, if you are into journal moments and you kind of want another community to be a part of, I do have a Facebook group that's called the Official Journal, Jot, and Jive. You can go ahead and join that group. It is for ladies only. You will have a couple of questions to ask to get into that group. And in that group, it's just kind of a place where you'll be able to post a journal layout spread. You'll be able to ask simple questions. I won't answer all those questions because remember, if you're a part of Patreon, you have more access to me, and I'll answer some different questions in there, and I'll give actually more tips on journal moments. And there will be parts of planning moments on that platform as well. All right, so I now have to get ready, y'all. I have to process some orders. I have to get ready to take my godson shopping, and I have an open house. Y'all, got a busy day today, so I'm excited, and I have some other work to do too. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. When you're setting up your planners, do not beat yourself up if the system is not working for you. I always tell you, if the system is not working, change it, sell the planner, do what you have to do. You don't have to go along to get along. You just need to get along on your journey. All right? Have an amazing day. Share this video if anybody can benefit from it. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so every time I post, you are in the know.